winter hold? It's now little more than a shell of its former self, due to the Great Collapse.
Yes. Yes. The time has come.
About my mother
the signs are very clear.
She traveled through Skyrim, saw all these places. I must... What signs? I have begged and pleaded to you hundreds of times to tell me more about my destiny.
Be patient, my princess. It's time I tell you and your friend more about you. Dovahkiin, in order to help Ambriel, you have to go through many difficult situations. Are you ready for it? As far as I know, everything began 500 years ago, when Ambriel was born. The forces of started a final battle to conquer our world. The instruments of this evil, the Daedra princes, tried to banish the human race in order to weaken the 9 divines. Somehow, they misused the elves and the Aldmeri Dominion for their purposes. Talos saw the menace and helped the Empire many times. In his wisdom, he gave part of his power to protect Ambriel when she was born. He conspired with Ambriel's father, Pelagius, and her mother. The only way to transfer Talos' power to Ambriel was to transfer it through the Emperor's mind. He knew very well it would not leave him sane. But that was the only way to keep it a secret. A direct intervention would have triggered a war between the 9 and the Daedra, destroying our universe. Ambriel's destiny is to rule the humans and the elves, and bring peace to Tamriel. She is a septum and combines both races. That is the prophecy. The Daedra would lose their influence on the Aldmeri and the elves. But if they succeed, the consequences would be catastrophic. Don't you understand? That is only one of the consequences. Talos is weakened, and the ban on his worship only weakens him further. Without any power, Talos will disappear, and the balance between good and evil will be destroyed, and the 9 will fall. That would spell the end for us all.
Yes? It's frightening. Talos gave parts of his power, and now he is vulnerable. He's almost human again. My father and mother, they went through these sacrifices to protect me. This is a great responsibility on my shoulders. I don't know if I can handle it. Will you still help me? Oh, thank you. Maybe together, we can bring back peace to Tamriel. Perhaps Sancturia has got an idea of where we can start.
Yes. Talk to Talos. I had a vision. I saw him in his temple at Windhelm. It was at night. Go find him at night in his temple. Just go and be quick. Protect Ambriel. Her future lies in your hands now. Oh, and one additional information I have.
But perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
Don't worry. Today I will let you go. My master has other plans for you. Your time will come soon.
Hey! Don't scare me like that. You have got a nice amulet. Yes, Lord Nerfin. I thought he died after the last battle against the Aldmeri Dominion. He commanded the army which had occupied the imperial capital. Nerfin was kept alive for 33 days, hanging from the White Gold Tower. One source claims he was carried off by a winged Daedra on the 34th day. I fear that you're right. Let's go to Windhelm. I hope Sancturia was right, and we'll find Talos. Bounty hunters? Pah! The cowardly methods of the Dominions and their attempts to kill me. Ugh! Strange. It seems to me something has changed. But tell me, you have been there. Does that mean you have accepted Nerfin's order? I'm glad that you have decided to reject. But we must be careful regarding the other bounty hunters. Let's talk further later. For now, we have to travel to Windhelm. Skyrim will forgive the Empire one day. It's already past midnight. I hope we didn't come here for nothing. I like temples. Peace and security. By all the gods! Talos! You are really here! I can hardly believe it. Little by little, I thought everything is a dream.
Septims for my supper is all I ask.
Believe it, my dear princess. You are not dreaming. The prophecy is a reality. And I assure you, it is me, your ancestor, Tyler Septim. A long journey lies before you. But now you know the truth about your father and your mother. Now you are here to find out how to defeat the threat caused by the Daedra.
Yes, my friend and I, we have decided to free the elves. We want to break the influence of the Daedra. But we need your guidance. How should we proceed? Lord Nerfin is alive, and he has kidnapped Sancturia.
Yes, I know. He sold his soul to Sithis a long time ago. And now the evil itself wants to force a decision.
Evil itself? You believe the Daedra are not solely responsible?
It is the eternal battle between good and evil. The nature of good is to create life and preserve it. We have arrived at a critical point. Rules have been violated,
I ain't asking for
and I'm
much.
afraid I'm
Just a
not
few
entirely innocent. As the evil intervened directly for the first time, I was also tempted to do this. 'Twas the moment when I gave you your
A
immortality.
few septims for my supper is all I ask.
All evil is represented by Sickness, a manifestation of the dark side since the beginning of time. But beware, you cannot defeat Sickness. We can only set new barriers to protect the world.
Charity.
Alduin's appearance, the Civil War, the ban of my worship, everything to make it easier for the Daedra to conquer Tamriel.
How can we know the plans Daedra have? I think they will continue to pursue their objectives quickly.
Now it's your turn, Dragonborn. There exists an Elder Scroll which is capable of showing the past, the present, and the future. Lord Narfine also wants to acquire the Elder Scroll. I will show you the location on your map. Get the scroll and return to me.
Yes?
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Strange. I can't detect any hostility. It's as if somebody has enchanted the creatures here. Be careful. Stay on your guard. Here it comes. You're a tad clumsy, aren't you? As long as the war continues, Skyrim will always be an unsafe place. Well, a good place for everybody with bad intentions. Keep your eyes open. Danger or death could be anywhere. Thank goodness the spiders we encounter don't have half-naked... please. My diary needs some more entries. Isn't it a bit dangerous for a chatter in this place? A life of 500 years didn't make me cynical at all. I've merely got the experience. Which, however, is very much the same thing.
Well done, Dragonborn. Read the scroll right here in front of me. My power will protect you while you are reading.
If we ever go to Solitude, we should visit the local inn.
Remember,
It's a nice
this time the scroll will show you an important event from the past. My powers will lead you to the right moment. And now, begin.
This looks like a peaceful place. Can we stop and rest?
Excellent work, Nerfin. Now, it is important to let Ambriel know who really killed her mother. Kateria's soul waited long enough in her prison. It is important to push Ambriel in the right direction before she becomes too strong. Observe the activities of Centuria. The old sorceress could become a problem for us. Her resistance starts to be annoying. If she betrays us, stop her.
As you wish. I will not leave her unattended. I cannot understand why Ambriel is so dangerous for us. Indeed, she is immortal and a strong warrior, but unimportant.
Ambriel's current powers are meaningless. Her potential powers are the problem. Don't you remember? She is a septum. Maybe she will find the path of the voice. This should never happen. I cannot allow it. As a Dragonborn, Ambriel would thwart our plans and become Empress. The fulfillment of the prophecy would then become irreversible.
I feel a strong change in the balance of power on Nirn. The 9 Defies have sent another champion to protect Tamriel, I suppose. Should I intervene and take care of this Knight of the Nine?
You are right, Lord Nerfin. I have felt the same. Do not worry about this night, though. Alduin will take care of this person after arriving in Helgen. No one will survive it. The village will be destroyed. Ulfric's rebellion against the Empire is very useful to us. I think I'll let him survive the attack. It makes sense to weaken the Empire further, so I'm going to use the Dark Brotherhood once more. It was always a joy to let them do the work. And now, execute the procedure by using Ambriel's mother. This is the only way to prevent that Ambriel becomes a Dragonborn.
Our side or die, Master.
The end is near, Kataraya. Now tell me something about the loneliness of the good side. I'm sure it's similar to the loneliness of evil.
Even your powers are limited in this dimension, Siddis. You will fail. The Divines have predestined Ambriel's fate. Humans and elves will survive.
Perhaps my powers aren't unlimited here, like in my dimension. But it will be sufficient to change the future of your world forever.
Yes, Dragonborn. Yes, it will be your mission to prevent that. Ambriel must become a Dragonborn. As a Dragonborn, she will be able to take the throne. Don't tell her that Sithis holds Kataraya's soul hostage. When the time is right, you'll understand. I have become very weak, but I was able to find her prison. Free the sorceress and find out what she knows.